Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Cherika Brown and we're on episode 9 of Cherika Be Talking, cause I be talking. And today's question is how to deal with clingy friends. Now, the first step to dealing with clingy friends or people in general is to be able to identify when people are typically clingy. Not to say that if someone fits this description or this situation and circumstance that they are automatically considered clingy. These are just some suggestions I have for identifying them from my personal experiences and assisting other people with their relationships and friendships dealing with clingy people. People are typically clingy when they are not really close to their family, because when they find someone that they can consider like family, that may be a friend, they cling on to this person, they hold on to this person, they cherish them because that person is like their family to them. Also, when a person grows up as an only child, they have no siblings, or they have no first cousins that may be their age. They grew up possibly creating imaginary friends. This person becomes clingy when they do find someone, a real person that they can be friends with and that they really like, because now they have that person that they never had growing up. Also, if a person doesn't have friends at all, they tend to be clingy because they have that one friend that they look at as everything. They don't have different friends for different things. So that one friend is everything to them and for them. So they feed off of everything from that person, whether it's going to a party, whether it's consulting this person or confiding in this person. This one friend serves every purpose for them. They don't have multiple friends for that. Now, that could be a red flag, and you may want to pay attention to things like that at a certain age. Now, when you're younger in grade school, it's somewhat normal if a person doesn't have friends or a consistent friend group, because maybe their parents work a job where they're constantly traveling, so they can't stay close to certain people, or perhaps they switch school districts, or they move from a different country, different state, so their friends are back home and they probably grow apart from each other, so they don't have a consistent friend group. But when you hit like that middle school, high school, college age, people typically have at least a best friend or some consistent friend group that they normally have. If a person has no friends, you may want to look at this person's personality, because they are the common denominator for not keeping friends. You want to determine what are the red flags. Why can't this person keep friends? And one of the flags could be that the person is so clingy that they push away everybody that they try and hold on tight to. So not having friends could be a sign of someone possibly being clingy. Also, if people have had experiences where people come in their life and leave their life consistently, or they've experienced abandonment, people can become clingy because they don't want to lose someone that they really care about or that they're really vibing with, that they really like. So they cling on to you. Also, if someone is broken or needs support, they may be clingy because they're going through a situation that they can't explain possibly, or that you don't understand, and you're there for them emotionally. All of the things that I mentioned before, things like abandonment or just experiencing hurt, can break a person, and you may come into their life at that point where they're broken and they cling on to you because you're there for them emotionally. Now, sometimes you have to be careful because it may just be somebody clinging on to you that don't have much going on and their time isn't occupied and they're not busy enough. And you're giving them energy, but they really need to go somewhere and they need to be being productive, and they're just filling in time by being around you. So they're just clinging on to you for absolutely no reason. Also, when a person is possibly an opportunist, they can cling on to you. You may have something that they need, whether it's financially, spiritually, emotionally, and they need to thrive in that area of their life. And whatever you provide for them or to them may allow them to excel in an area that they're lacking in. Now, some other just signs that people are clingy. People that have to talk to you every single day. Like, you may meet that friend that sends you good morning text, good afternoon text, good night text in some really extreme situations. Or you may have that friend that after they talk to you in the morning, by the time nighttime roll around, or they know what time you get off of work, they're calling you again. That can be some signs of clinginess. Also, say you talk to your friend today, but you don't talk to her tomorrow, and then you go 2 days without talking to her. And then when you talk to her or him, you talk to your friend, they say, oh, you've been acting funny, or it feels like I haven't talked to you in a long time. You like, what? I feel like I just talked to you yesterday. And they was like, well, no, you talked to me on the day before yesterday at so-and-so time. That could be a sign that someone is clingy, and you want to address that at that time. Like, you know, we don't have to talk every day for us to be friends or to validate our friendship. Also, you have some people that will just cause issues with your other friends. Because you are their only friend, they want to be your only friend as well. They will literally make up stories about other people, or they'll cause issues with other people to make you turn against other people ultimately, so that you're only left with them. Have to watch out for things like that. You also have some of those friends that just simply overstay their welcome. Like, if you invite them over to your house, they consistently come to your home. Like, they consistently come over. They'll invite themselves over. They'll pop up at any given moment. You have to check things like that. Like, hey, let me know when you want to come over my house, so I can let you know if I'm feeling company or if I want company. Because you have some people that'll basically move in with you nearly if you allow that to happen. Some clingy friends care a little too much when you miss their calls. So if you miss a call and you don't call them back because perhaps it slipped your mind, they'll make a big deal out of it. Like, they'll say, oh, you didn't answer my call the day before yesterday when I called you. I can't believe that. And then I saw you on Instagram, or I saw you on social media like 3 hours after that. You like, whoa, I was taking a nap. And when I woke up from my nap, I just hopped on Instagram real quick, and I didn't even check my missed calls yet. Like, why am I having to explain this to a friend? That can be signs of clinginess. Now, granted, I do think out of respect, if you call or text someone, even if they don't feel like talking, they could simply answer and say, hey, this is not a good time. Can I call you later? Or shoot you a text and be like, hey, I'll talk to you later. Not feeling like talking right now. Or, hey, I can't talk right now. Hit you later. Cool. Now, nowadays, you have people that even go to social media. I know I've had situations where friends vented to me about them not feeling like being bothered, and then their friend will be calling them and they don't really want to ignore the person, but they really genuinely don't feel like talking, and a person will get on social media and put up words on a black screen like, oh, people act funny when this and that, or so-and-so throwing slick jabs. That is a bad sign that someone is clingy and they're doing way too much. Now, some suggestions for dealing with clingy people is just telling them how you are and being straightforward, starting the friendship how you will want the friendship to continue to go. Just like a relationship, when you set standards in the beginning, if you notice this person is calling you every single day, blowing you up, expecting you to hang with them every single week, you have to put a stop to that in the very beginning. Have to let them know, hey, I don't really feel going out every single weekend, or girl, I get tired of people. You got to give me a break sometime. Just be straightforward, straight up. Someone who is your real friend will definitely understand where you're coming from, and they'll take a chill pill, they'll relax, and they'll have no problem with accommodating to however you say you operate and however you say you are. You all can come to a mutual agreement on how to act with one another. As cliche as it sounds, communication is key. Depending on the type of person you are and the type of person that you're dealing with, the communication styles will be different, and the way people accept things will be different. If you are typically nicer, you don't like hurting people's feelings, you'll be like, Hey, can I call you at so-and-so time? Hey, can we make an agreement that we only link up this amount of times a week? Or can we make an agreement that we only talk this number of times in a day or during a week? To me, that's a lot of work for a friendship, just because I'm straightforward and I'm a little more blunt. So if you're anything like me, you may just be like, hey, we ain't in no relationship now. We don't go together. I ain't finna be checking in with you every day, all day. It's not that serious now. We friends. We ain't got to validate that. We ain't got to prove no points. We ain't got to post a picture every day. We know what we got going on. Like, you know, take a chill pill. Relax. You my friend. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to leave you. Maybe you have to give that person some confirmation, depending on if you know their story and some of those things that may identify reasons they may be clingy. Just give them some reassurance as a friend, you know, like, hey, I'm here for you as a friend. Now, when people are clingy, they tend to be more invested in the friendship than the other party. Not saying that the love isn't mutual, but the need for one another isn't always mutual, because the clingy person could be receiving more energy than the person that's giving the energy is receiving, if that makes sense. I've had some people consider me like a best friend when they were only my associate. Not to say that I didn't love them and the feelings of friendship weren't mutual completely, but I knew and I was aware that I was possibly a bigger light in this person's life than they were for me. Not to say that that means I should cut that person off, but I understood my role in that person's life, and I value that I had this big role in this person's life. So this person received my loyalty, but I didn't look at that person the same way or view the relationship fully the same way this person did, but I would never do anything to hurt that person. So you have to understand, it sounds tricky, it sounds weird. You have to be in a situation to really understand. But sometimes you may be a bigger light to someone than they are to you. And you have to embrace that and respect that and be proud that you can be a positive light in someone's life. Now, clinginess can be associated also personally to me with being controlling. And I don't like being controlled. These type of people can feel entitled to your time, your presence, and your energy. And as we get older and we start to build families, we start to get careers, our energy and time becomes limited, and you become stingy with that because it's valuable. It becomes more valuable. We can't hang out with our friends 24/7 and do the things that we did as kids when we had all the time in the world to play around. We can't sit around and lollygag because life becomes real. And if you're not careful, a clingy friend can have your priorities in the wrong place and serve as a distraction instead of helping push you forward to your goals and your dreams. If you feel like someone may be a little clingy in your life, it's important to know when to say no or you can't make it, because honestly, you can't make it to everything. You can't be everywhere. You can't do everything. And in order to succeed in areas in your life, you have to miss out on a few things. So in conclusion, what I would say, the main steps here for dealing with clingy people is to identify clinginess, respond respectfully, and move accordingly. So you identify it by saying, hey, what has this person been through? Like, why is she clinging on? Or why is he clinging on to me so hard? Okay, so this is why. Now let me respond in a respectful manner. Say the person experienced abandonment before. You can be like, you know, you my dog for life. I'm here for you forever. Like, I don't have to talk to you every day. Like, we cool. Like, understand that. We don't have to validate our friendship. I'm not going to leave your life. Not unless you do something to make me leave. As long as you stay 100 with me and keep it real with me, I'm here for you. We don't have to talk every day. We don't have to hang out every day, but I'm a phone call away. Just let them know like that and move accordingly. If this person say, thank you for that, I'm glad you reassured me. Now, I do value our friendship and I respect what you said. there go to friendship. Move accordingly. The person respects you. Give this person time when you can. Respect the fact that they respect you and that they want your friendship in their life. Now, if this person like, well, I don't know because I need to talk to you every day. You mean you can't tell me, you can't fit? No, you get 24 hours in a day. You can't talk to me every single day and you're not feeling that, you might have to cut that person off. You have to weigh your options, determine what type of person you're dealing with, and then respond to the clinginess how you would respond to it. But hey, this Cherika Brown, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. And y'all know I'll be back because I be